was initially for first name. Oh, it seems like okay, never mind. Scratch that. We're going live. Both teams are ready up, so we're gonna have Goldgrabber for the blue team versus Operation LAN-Love on the red team. I'm gonna watch the blue demo and see what's gonna happen.
That's what I'm doing as well. Slow to roll out. Only gonna miss a couple of seconds here though as he goes for that health pack.
Red Scout already getting the topper area over here. Blue Scout already taking care of that. Pipe from Simon taking care of the Red Scout. And it seems like the blue team is pushing forward quite nicely. Red combo being focused on the right side, pushing slowly. And there's a lot of space on the left side, and it seems like the blue team is actually getting out, giving so much space. Oh, Oxo actually going down to dash, getting a nice headshot on the enemy medic for the red team, and that's not gonna go well for them. So right now going back into the second point, and the blue team being so aggressive. What do you see right now, Insomniuhh?
It's like you said, they backed out immediately. That was just to open up a little bit of space. They had their heavy and their scout on point. Got those frags they needed. Moving out on the second point right now, already on second. Simon's got some amazing pipes this round. Chime, correctly stated. Oh, sorry, that's the blue sniper. Dashiji getting some amazing picks, which is going to let them have the momentum to actually push into last immediately after this Uber comes on the left side of the shutter right now. Sticky's going out, medic taking some damage. This is not looking good here for red.
Yeah, getting that Uber advantage helped them a lot, and it doesn't seem like they're going to have enough players to defend this point, and the first round goes to Goldgräber-Gucci-Gang.
Gotta hand it to GB Fish, getting a little Uber saw on the point right there. Just great medic plays. That's what I like to see on this map. Medics being a little bit more ballsy and getting things done. But here we go for the second roll, and I'm watching the Mason cam.
I'm going to watch the blue one in that case.
Mason going with a little unorthodox sewer rollout because he missed that ramp, getting that extra health pack, which is going to allow his soldier to actually take up what he needs. Dashiji getting another great pick on the scout right there. It's going to open up a little bit of the DM. Blue is on point though.
Yeah, Heavy already kept the point. We do have a spy harassing Dash. I don't think he's going to be able to do it now, but barely. He escapes there very close. And yeah, already capping the midpoint. They're going to go really aggressive here. Hopefully, Ubers are relatively equal, so they might be able to get them right in time as this push will happen through the choke point.
Yeah, Blue actually mainly committing all the way through choke. They just finally split up to go through PC right now. They do have an Uber up top PC that needs to be looked out for, though. It looks like Red could try and kind of contest this, but they're waiting on two spawns right now. So a little bit of an over-aggressive hold. We'll see if it works out for them.
There's a lot of open space here on the second point, and it seemed like the red team was actually in PC. Blue power overextending a little bit, but going back into the sewers. So yeah, a lot of space where blue team will finally push right now. It seems like the red demo man just died to like a sticky trap from fall damage, and Uber's getting exchange over here, but not really enough numbers for the red team to push in, and it seemed like blue power behind is gonna air blast him away. Down he goes, and the medic will go behind right now and just retreat. So yeah, blue team should be able to capture the second point relatively easily.
Yeah, red team kind of overcommitted there with that Uber. They needed the counter and just get out. They backed out a little bit too late, lost a couple players, bled a couple players, and took a little bit too much damage. They've been backed up in a second now, down 2 players. I'm expecting blue to kind of push in fast. They only have a 10% Uber advantage, but we'll see what they can do with it.
You're actually behind going on the medic, but gets caught up by the red pyre, so down he goes, and Uber advantage goes to the blue team at the moment, and the red team should be building right now to catch up. They should know that they're behind, but maybe they're not aware because nobody's building. Red Heavy is actually using the Atomicus, so that's an interesting choice. And it seems like both teams are just waiting, at least blue team waiting for Uber, and it seems like they're gonna push in. If not, they're gonna just give them more time for the red team to catch up in Ubers. What do you think is going to happen next?
They need to push in about 5 seconds. Going to really take advantage of that Uber advantage. Right now, red has just caught up, so it's going to be even. They're going to try and get those picks and feel each other out to see what's going to happen here. The red spy just gets caught out as he goes to make a play. That really could have saved them. Probably not the pick they're looking for to go in on this yet, though. Except right as I say that, Uber pops out from lobby, gets counter-popped right now, as they bait each other back and forth, milking these Ubers out, get a wrangled mini-sentry coming into the lobby, chewing out some damage now. Acting more as a distraction play as they try and get these picks here, but blue is a couple players in the process.
Yeah, blue heavy, it seems like he's eating a sandwich at some point, and he's probably in PC dying by himself right now. But it seems like red team is trying to push out towards the second point. They won't be able to achieve that. Blue medic actually being harassed by the red spy. He's trying to get out. He got out in time. Engineer as well. Everybody's going out through the choke point, and it seems like red team maybe will try to be aggressive. I would actually go through the PC area, and it seemed like that's exactly what they do, but a little bit too slow.
Nice little setup here by the Oogwee, the blue engineer, as he sets up a little mini sentry and dispenser nest right there on choke. They try and fight off this sniper, Chime, who's holding down choke all by his lonesome. Or her lonesome, I should say. Red team
right
moving
now,
through PC, yeah.
Red team is holding just in PC like you said, blue team as well. They're holding close, but they still have Uber. Problem is that if you're gonna push from PC, you're gonna just block the entire doorway with either a sticker trap or an Uber charge. And it seems like blue team actually wants to go there, but I don't think they should do that. They should just kind of be a little bit passive here. Maybe get some flanking classes to flank them.
Conquest came in as Pyro. He had a little bit of burn damage going in there. Looked like he was going to take them by complete surprise, but gets caught out and backed out just in time to save himself.
Oh, Dash actually getting a nice headshot on Chime, and it seemed like Uber getting used by the blue team, counterpowered by the red team, and it's 3 versus 3. It seems like the demo will not get flashed. It's single Uber, and blue team is gonna be on top of it. Actually, no, because it was equal. They haven't really flashed that much. So, wow, but the red heavy actually went down. Yeah, the red medic disconnected from the heavy, and I guess it was a miscommunication. He didn't get out in time. So blue team has control of the PC right now. Meanwhile, they're gonna get flanked. Ooh, nice headshot by Chime on the blue scouts, and yeah,
slowly bleed players. But they're staying in. They're committed to this. Maybe they have a little bit of confidence. They do have 1 or 2 picks right now, so it's going to allow them to get their spawns up and get back onto point for a good hold. Meanwhile, we have Era, the blue spy, coming in from behind that flank, trying to go for a play right now. Goes for the stab, but butter knifes it and goes down.
Blue team at the moment having the Uber advantage. They're probably just going to regroup right now and go through the choke point, but they need to be careful. Sniper is watching, Chime is paying attention. And their flanking classes are in the PC for the red team. Actually, the combo there as well, trying to get a sandwich here, but I don't think it's going to happen. We're going to see if they will get a sandwich because the red sniper is watching from choke. And the combo will, I don't think they're going to be able to push in a successful way here.
Maybe not. Blue team has lost 2 players there as Goldgräbers are pushing out right now, peeking out of PC. Uber out right now, trying to find the necessary classes to pick. As Medics gets juggled around, just barely manages to pop Uber before they drop. They're going to have a really good, strong Uber to defend this and take out the enemy heavy and sentry gun as they move through PC to get a couple more. A little bit of damage popped out there. Not getting any picks off of it though. And we're going to go back to almost even Uber advantage with Goldgräbers a little bit ahead. Let's see if they can build this up, though.
This is what we're talking about, a lot of stalemate, and it seems like Revolution is actually behind them as a Pyro, and she's gonna go back into the sewer area. Meanwhile, we do have the blood team pushing in, but the demo and the heavy don't know that the red demo is behind it, getting a lot of damage there. Blue demo actually being forward ahead, blue heavy as well dying, and sniper dead as well for blue team. I don't think this is gonna be enough. And the spy coming from red team, getting the demo pick, and they're gonna get medic pick. Oh, nice pipe from the red demo, but actually goes down to the mini sentry.
LAN-Love just getting a little bit too spread out there. Maybe not the best coordination, and ended up bleeding a lot of players. Letting Goldgräbers come out on the point now. Putting some time on the clock as they're spamming out pipes. Goes down to fall damage. And that's one more pick that's going to allow them. I would imagine they would take this momentum on to second now. Blue getting some spawns, but still bleeding players. And overextending here. French heavy goes down.
And a lot of people dead for blue team, and I feel, oh my god, alright. Simon actually getting a lot of stickies in the choke area, getting the red medic, so that means no heals for them, but this is decent for them. I don't think they're going to be able to hold the second point, but they're going to have a nice advantage for at least for the last point as defense, as the red team slowly approaches the second point to cap it.
Looks about right as they get that time on the cap. Do not see the metagun percentage right now on my HUD, but I believe it's about even. I'm just getting a couple more picks now. It's almost even player-wise, but need that soldier to get back up before they could even think about pushing in. Oxo back up. Ooh, it looks like they're down to like they are down 50% on the Uber advantage. So blue going to be able to hold this last, I'm guessing. move back out in the second
they
zone.
need to be careful not to be forced and either decide to just wait and get a nice Uber exchange or try to push at the right time once they get a couple of picks. It seems like red team is trying to get a hold of the lobby, but they don't really have that many heals at the moment. It seems like the medic will connect, but they need to be careful not to get spammed here. It's such a small area. It can be easily spammed. It seems like blue team will actually sandwich them from the rollout area. Uber being used, but the red pyro denying a little bit. The Uber charge, a couple of people dying, not actually doing much. Sniper dying, not getting out in time, getting already time on the point. The red Uber gets popped on the PC side, but it's not going to be enough. They don't have enough players, and I don't think they're going to be able to hold this that long in the aftermath.
Yeah, they popped Uber, but they might just want to escape with this right now, as it's already faded. Spy gets a pick on the heavy. Blue, a little bit of cap time on there. Blue just needs to give all out right now and get on the point, really take advantage of these numbers they have.
Red's medic actually being by himself at the moment with the spy and the demo. They need to get out, and that's exactly what they're gonna do. Blue team indeed will be able to get back and cap that point. Meanwhile, they don't have... Oh, spy coming from behind. It's gonna get the pick on the red medic. No, he gets detected down, so it goes. Unfortunate for them. And yeah, at the moment, red team needs to be careful. They don't have anybody in the PC area. They're gonna send now a sniper with a scout to check that, so we'll see what blue team will do, because now they have Uber, and I assume they're gonna push through choke point any second now.
I'd imagine so. They do have a couple players in sewers right now that blue is not caught out. I'm expecting them to pop out and try and get a force, as they do right now. Soldier comes out, gets 2 rockets on the medic, forces him to pop. Blue is going to commit to this now, move some players to PC and choke right now. Get a couple picks as well. Chime getting a great headshot, but backing up immediately, down to 12 health. They are not looking strong right now.
Yeah, Oxo actually going down as well, so no medic for the red team, and a lot of people down as well. They will probably have to just try to defend second, or try to send their flanking classes through PC, try to get a medic pick to get that advantage, and look at that. Crit streak being used on the red team. Do you think this is going to work out for them?
I think it could, especially they have a slight window to actually catch up, and if they get the heals out correctly, they could actually have that just right before blue will have Uber. So it's going to be close. Let's see if they can actually do anything with it, though. They do have a very aggressive hold, a lot of players in PC. Nobody watching choke, though, which is very interesting. Blue has not caught that out. Peeking a little bit right now.
A lot of open space indeed for the blue right now. They could just go in. They're afraid of that sniper. And like I said that, yeah, Chime actually getting nice headshot on the blue scout, and yeah, that's gonna scare them off, and they're gonna wait even more. And this is what they needed, because now they have crit streak, and they're gonna go through PC. Are they gonna use it on the heavy? I assume so, but they need to be careful because sticky traps might be there, but it got removed actually. And they have a level 3 sentry. Look at this.
Interesting position. I'm hoping you can see above that. Oh yes, it can. As the red pyro gets down to like 20 or 30 HP right there. Now this is that horrible situation you're in when you have that full crit streak and you know that the enemy team has full Uber, so it's got to be timed absolutely perfectly. Maybe even just wait for them to get on second point, which it looks like they're about to do, as red team is completely out of position.
They need to get that Uber being used by the blue team, only on the heavy, and nice air blasting by the red pyro. Yeah. Excellent done over there. But yeah, the crit streak still being used, still have them in their hands, and the demo man right now spamming a little bit the point, a pyro on the point as well. And it seems like they're trying to hold this, but they need everybody else to get back into the fights. And blue team actually losing quite a lot of players, 4 down at the moment, and deciding to get out. And I really like the center. Look at this; it's actually on the rock right now, probably denying any single extreme jumps that red team will try to do.
Really goes to show that Gold Grabbers have a really great DM there with the medic and the heavy. I think at the demo as well, it all pulled back, kind of saved that crit streak, which gets popped right now on the heavy. Laser beams coming out, but they're getting spammed out of choke right now. Or not choke, sorry, PC, and get no kills with it. Not exactly how they were going to have that planned. A lot of action going on right now in PC. Red team is completely chewed up there, and they're going to have to get back, heal up, and try and defend the second point as the heavy medic combo goes on this just by their lonesome.
Blue Spy actually fighting between 3 people over here and actually gets out. I don't know how that happened. I guess he's running the kunai, and so many people dead for red team. It's like black box being used by the blue soldier there, surviving nice and easy. And yeah, red team will be forced to defend last, but already a Uber used by the blue team, pushing their combo into their spawn, and it seems like they're going to be able to cap this quite easily. Unless, ooh, Red Pyro coming from behind, flanking, and everything just dies for blue team. Nicely done.
There was a slight slip up as the medic changed off the Uber and actually blocked themselves from capping right there. Probably a little bit of an accidental hitbind. Oh, goes for the back gap right now as everyone else moves out. Cannot quite get it. And Red team is going to have a great advantage once their medic gets back up.
That was actually a reflag. Like, was that what just happened there? I think the feedback said that the medic died from a reflected arrow or something like that. So
I did not catch it. I was watching the second point right there. As Blue is actually committed to this hole. They're trying to get back onto this point and get it back, and they do not have the numbers, and they're backing out now as they get taking a lot of damage. Conquest, the spy, getting caught out in yard as he's trying to stop this engineer from setting up on second.
Ooh, unfortunately, the red spy trying to go for the medic pick didn't really manage to do it. I think the mini sentry was blocking him, but he does go for a heavy pick, and that's not a bad pick because, you know, that heavy will not be able to deny any jumping soldier. And Spelly going down to Conquest in the sewer area. And yeah, at the moment, once again, it's just a small stalemate with the blue team having the Uber advantage, and I imagine they will break that stalemate by pushing any second now with the demo through the choke area.
They're a little backed up for it. They should be a little bit more aggressive, especially as Gold Grabbers have 3 players down and are playing very far back. They just don't have the intel. They're peeking through choke right now. Starting to think about it.
Yeah, a lot of open space once again for blue team, so they're gonna use this to just walk towards the point. It seems like red team is just giving them so much free space, and focusing mostly on that PC area, and it's gonna cost them a lot there. And
as well as
red
they
team
had
on
2
defense.
players in sewers, their engineer and their pyro. Pyro is still back there. They were completely separated from the rest of their team and were not able to get out in time to be effective, and they just bled some players there. Red team and blue both pop Uber now on the last point as red waits for those spawns. This is blue's opportunity to shine, but the medic running away as they were completely solo on point and the regroup towards choke.
Yeah, only an Uber exchange at the moment, but Demo jumping in on the point and getting some cap point, forcing everybody to get on the point right now. And you don't usually want to do that as a Demo. You want to be the guy that spams the point while everybody forces to get on point. And the soldier with the black box, look at that, surviving, still alive. Such an annoying weapon, even now still alive, and eventually, surely he will go down. That was an overkill headshot by Chime, but regardless, nicely done. And blue team taking control of the lobby area with Ubers being equal for both teams.
Yeah, that was a big surprise that blue didn't move in there. Maybe a lack of communication might be hard to hear in those LAN rooms with all the action and excitement going on. But red team had been down a couple players, and blue had just moved in there. I thought the cap was going to be absolutely secured, but now we gotta play that Uber waiting game, see who charges up first. Oh, no, Oxo went down. I missed that. So blue is going to have quite the advantage here. Just going to go in here full Uber soon, I'd imagine. Getting another pick off of Chime, that'll definitely open up some avenues.
Yeah, a lot of people dying here. 4 people down. They don't have a sniper. They don't have a scout. Spy as well. Uber being used by the blue team right now, pushing into last. Having the pyro forward as the vanguard. Demo already going forward as well, getting all that damage done. People are dropping left and right. Scout on the point, getting killed, but it seems like they got a couple of respawns, and they do have the high ground. Spy from above, trying to get, but actually just lands on his head and doesn't really manage to kill him. We'll see if they can do it. I think they're going to be able to do it. The medic is trying to get on point, dies as well, and the mini sentry is the only last man standing on the blue team.
So close. Blue just a little bit too scattered out, weren't playing heals quite enough. Medic had got separated out for some blast damage, I believe. And red just got lucky with some well-timed spawns that allowed them to roll out of that left side and defend the point.
Now they have Uber advantage, and it's not really a lot. I mean, 40%, it's decent. And ooh, Bellico actually going down from dash. A nice headshot there, and again the blue scout getting headshotted once again by Chime. Seems like that's like the most common target here. Usually the scout goes down somehow.
Yeah.
I guess Chime just hits a lot of scouts. That's her thing. So
definitely freeing up some space for their demo.
Indeed. So it's a stalemate right now. We do have the red spy behind trying to get something. Gets detected, dies as well. So with Uber advantage in the hands of the red team, we'll see if they decide to push from rollout or if they decide to just wait. They should know that they have advantage, so we're going to see if they're going to push out.
Yeah, some players in lobby right now. Surprised nobody's peeking shutter, but they are slowly crawling up to rollout as they're thinking about it. They have that 30% advantage still, so now would be the time to try and get a pick and make something happen. Blue team also starting to think about it as their Uber catches up very slowly, and they get a pick of their own on Conquest.
Yeah, he's behind and is waiting, is stalking. I think he just let everybody know that they do have Uber, and he's just waiting. I think he got detected. Yeah, he did indeed got detected, and the Pyro will chase him down. Down he goes, and blue team waiting at the moment. They're kind of deciding what to do. They're going through rollouts, getting a bit of a damage there on the heavy, but Uber being used by both teams, flashing the demo man for the red team, and now they're gonna try to get out from the rollout, but I don't think that's gonna help because Stickies will just deny that area completely. So at the moment it's just the aftermath. Mason going down, the red heavy as well, so no demo and heavy for the red team, and blue team will surely push because they know they have the picks and they should be able to push in.
They should. They definitely have the picks, but they weren't split up enough for that initial push. But right now we have some more players coming in the lobby, peeking through Shutter, but still backing off despite the player advantage.
There were 5 people down. I'm not sure why they were holding on second point. Maybe like miscommunication or something. Couple of people dying for the red team once again, and surely they need to get that Q going and just go in. They have a couple of picks, not to roll out. Maybe try to go through the lobby, but at the moment they seem to be just sitting there.
Let's see if they recollect their teammates, wait for those fresh spawns to catch up with them and go in, as they do right now. Ubering the heavy through rollout, flashing their demo man, and let's see what they can do. Red just catches up their Uber, counters, backs them off, and I have some players in the lobby getting a couple picks as well, so Red looks like Gold Grabbers might be able to get their second point, some more attention. As they move out here, lobby into yard. Ooh, lose a player, just some great rockets right there from Wooter.
Right, yeah, and it seems like it's just a stalemate at this point. You know, both just exchanging the Ubers, not really getting a lot of picks, getting a heavy / soldier pick here and there. It's not enough, and again we have Conquest behind, triggering that dead winger, and just waiting there, no clipping through the pipes. He's gonna go for a sniper pick maybe, or even a pyro. He's indecisive. He's gonna go for the pyro. He's gonna get it. He gets it. Most exciting chase ever. And at the moment, red team being stuck and waiting a little bit in the rollout area, while blue team has the Uber advantage, but not by much.
Dashij takes out Chime over in Shutter right now. That'll open up a little bit of action for them as they gets immediately spammed out by the demolitions man there. Blue still not capitalizing on these frags, but they're about to have Uber, and right behind them Oxo is going to catch up, so it's going to be that stalemate Uber push again.
Yeah, we've been in this position. I would like to see like teams to push from the lobby area. I would like to see blue pushing from there, and it seems like red team will try to push from the rollout. Heavy might be careful there not to die, and Uber being used, but counter Uber being used by the blue team. The blue pyro just went down, and again it's the same thing. But it seems like red team will be on top of it since this rollout area is so choky. You can't really advance anything. It's just you exchange Ubers and that's it. There's no progress whatsoever in the aftermath.
I've got to hand to LAN lovers though, because they've been pushed back on their feet for the past 3 pushes from blue, and they took the initiative there and actually fought back. So they're starting to find some confidence, I think.
Yeah, probably warming up as the match goes, and we see the pyro for the red team dying in the lobby area, and yeah, blue taking control of that, and a lot of people dying actually for red team. Red heavy as well dying. The blue team pushing from the shutter
lobby
door.
And Shutter.
Yeah, it's a nice push at the moment, and the red medic fighting the blue engineer, and people getting on the point right now. It's a lot of chaos happening. Blue demo spamming the point, and that's usually what you want to do, but it seems like he's out of ammo, going for the melee weapon, and it seems like red team is just barely defending this. Red pyro coming in, just totally wanting it in the end. Blue team actually gets it, finally.
Definitely a good hold there, but they could not make it out of that 4th push by Gold Grabbers. That was a little bit of stalemate the action, but a really good end of that round, and here we go for round 3 here on Process. Mason to mid first.
Indeed, getting the mad pack, and we have the blue scout fighting the red scout, usually how it goes. And like, ooh, nice rocket from Wooter, jumping in with the black box there. And it seems like red team deciding already to go inside the PC, and it's not really good because your medic is now disconnected there, and blue team will be able to have this. A nice pick for the red team, getting that heavy pick by the spy Conquest, and the sniper down for red team as well. So it seems like blue team will be able to cap this easily, but I don't see people on the point. I don't know what they're waiting for really. Just waiting.
They had been backed off a little bit by a sentry, but looks like Wooba just picked that up and was about to double back towards second when he got sniped, taking out the sentry with him by Dashij there.
And Ubers at the moment are pretty equal. We do have, Spy, nice for the blue team going in and taking the demo pick, so no demo for the red team. That means no denial of the choke point, but we do have the red pirate trying to make something done by trying to deny that choke area, but it doesn't seem like they're gonna do it. But blue team again, they have that open ground and they know they got the demo pick, and once again they're using, but now they got the sniper pick, and surely they're gonna go now. Uber's being equal, but still they do have a nice, decent man advantage.
Yeah, they seem a little hesitant to get into all the points, whether it's the last push or this yard push here, but they're finally getting into it. They've got so many players down on red, they need to capitalize off this. Only the scout on point right now. Pyro joins them, they're going to put on some cap time as they work their men through PC. They do have some players fighting them there, which is a little surprising as second just got picked. We already have some people moving into last as people still fight in yard. Let's see if the scout can actually get it. Just barely nails it right there, giving a third point to the gold grabbers.
That was just so strange, because like they got completely disconnected. That's what I'm talking about. Like red team focusing so much on the PC area and they give so much ground for the second point, and I feel like that's a main problem that they have. They got completely disconnected and blue team sandwiched them from behind and got the meta pick and manages to win that run as well. And here we go once again, blue team very aggressive. Red demo already back into their PC, being passive, while the blue team already carrying on the left side, dry pushing, getting a couple of decent amount of damage. Engineer on top with his sentry gun, and the blue team getting some time on the point as the red team just sits so passively in the choke area.
They're kind of learning from their mistakes now. Let's see if they can make anything happen from it and get a better defense on second. They've lost 5 people now. They have a very aggressive hold up here. They need to back up and really play this a little bit safer.
Uber being used by the blue team, 5 people down, 5 people right now down for red team, and it seems like Uber has been counterpowered by the red team, but it's not gonna be enough. They need to know that they don't have enough numbers. Blue team will be able to come in and cap the second point. Nice bombing from Wuta, actually getting Oxo, I believe.
Yep. Might just give them the opening they need to push immediately into last, and they will. Coming through Shutter right now. Medic coming in, they're gonna dry push this. Heavy gets separated though from a nice rocket blast. They back off to cinch that Uber up to have a more safe hold, except for their scout right now in on last. Cannot quite get the cap time they want though.
But here they come again. Oh yeah, not really getting, like, they need to kind of get it together, but it doesn't matter because they did lose. Red team lost a lot of players, and blue team will be able to take this as well. A lot of I think the blue scout towards the end there, when he was fighting on the point by himself, he got 2 picks on the point. Like he fought the engineer and a scout, I think, and he just single-handedly both of them. So props to him. Definitely shows who can do it for their team there.
Yeah, they had the confidence coming out of 3 rounds right there to really just kind of go balls to the wall and go in there off a dry push, and like kind of too many attempts. And it worked out for them. They had the 3-round advantage with only, I think, 2 minutes left in the map, so they took that chance and it made it work for them.
Yeah, so looking at the scoreboard, Dash is definitely dominating as a sniper on this map, having 77 points compared to Chime with 34 points, Lux 24 points as well, Curl Hines with 45, Conquest 44 points, definitely still actually bringing a couple of picks that they needed. And yeah, when it comes to Soldier as well, Wooter having 3 dominations, and I see, I guess, you know, we're talking about the black box not being that useful when you're jumping, but I guess, you know, he made it work out in some way. You know, it's deciding when you jump in and when you do not, and it seems like he knows when to take advantage of those situations.
Yeah, definitely. At one point in the last round, Red had set up a sentry, and he just elected to go after that sentry, kind of make some space for his team the entire time, so knows what to pick and when to do it.
So since we're using UGC rules here, it is going to be first to 5, so the first half is 4-0 for the Gold Grabber, and we're waiting for the teams to ready up for the second half. So Goldgrabber needs to get 1 more point, and they're gonna move forward, while LAN-Love would need to win 4 more rounds, and I think it goes to another like golden cap. I think and you play another half, or I guess it becomes a draw. It's basically 2 halves.
Yeah, right now I just want to see LAN-Lovers kind of fully commit, go uber aggressive, and just try and put some points on the board, because nobody wants to get 5-0'd.
Yeah, hopefully they're gonna have some magic thinking right now. You know, try to get some pressure off their shoulders, try to get it back. You know, in the game. Maybe they can do it. Maybe they're gonna realize the mistakes they've been doing. I would like to see LAN-Lovers not to focus on that PC area as much as they were doing before. Kind of have people check out the second point and you know, tell them what's happening and be able to react faster. And even for last defenses, it seems like both teams are kind of, they have like the same mindset, you know, we're gonna push through the rollout, and it's been just back and forth. So it seems like they should try a couple of things a little bit different.
The main thing I want to see to LAN-Lovers right now is just knowing when to back out and kind of forfeit a point and take the uber advantage with them. That seems to be their biggest failing at this point right now.
Yeah, and we'll see. Red team did try to use their crit squeak at some point, and yeah, that didn't really work. They had it, but they wanted to push their PC again. If they want to use that crit squeak, they should do it from choke point. So it could work out for them, but they kind of need to learn how to use it properly.
I'd expect them to just stick on metagun now after those lost 4 rounds. But I would like to see Blue maybe try and switch it up.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they're gonna go with a quick fix, see a couple more people jumping. You know, they do have a couple of rounds to waste, I suppose, for for the logs and for show. So maybe we're gonna see those. But yeah, we're waiting currently for both teams to ready up once again. Once they're done with their strategy, or I guess tiny breaks, maybe they're gonna eat some sausages in the meantime.
It looked like some shots are actually being taken out on the webcam right now over in Operation LAN-Love, so maybe get a little bit of liquid courage and liquid confidence.
Yeah, maybe that's gonna help. To maybe getting that blood pumping will get them back into the game.
Loosen up a little, yeah.
Indeed. And yeah, they should maybe probably also, regarding dash, they should focus on getting the sniper pick more often. Maybe try to dedicate a soldier to jump just the sniper, and kind of don't focus that much on the medic, but instead focus on the sniper, because dash has been doing a lot of work for Goldgrabber.
And definitely getting that dash pick would open up a lot of room, and that's what they need right now, because they're kind of getting held back. Both teams kind of sitting back behind rock, just hiding from sightlines. We're not seeing a whole lot of rotates around crates right now.
Speaking of playing under the influence, have you been doing that? Have you tried that thing in the past in your competitive career?
In the past 2 weeks, actually, I've been on a team for the Razor Tourney. It's a stream team of streamers playing, and it's called White Girl Wasted, and I have been quite intoxicated for those matches, which should explain my botched Demo Man rollouts. God knows why they've had me on demo as a medic main, but you know what? That's what they asked for, and that's what they got.
I guess at that point they wanted to go all in.
That's what we did. We've been having fun with it, having, I think, 2 0-5 losses. And I think I've retired from Demo Man from here on out.
That's usually for the best, I guess, in that scenario. Yeah, for me it doesn't really didn't really happen any recent time. But I
wouldn't
feel like
encourage it.
I imagine so. Because you have like this combination of like playing like 6 games, especially at a LAN, you're tired, and then you add alcohol. I feel like that's not really a good combo.
No,
I'm not a doctor.
Not at all.
I don't think you need to be a doctor to realize that.
I'm not a doctor, but I play one in TF2, and I would not advise that at all.
So I guess we could go, like I was saying when before the match started, I guess we can use your approach to kill a little bit of time and go over loadouts. And you have unusuals, right? So I feel like you're more confident when it comes to hats. You know what you're talking about. I have no idea what I'm talking about because I barely know any of the hats. I don't even have an unusual. So, have you found anything that strikes your eyes?
Oh, definitely. We are going live right now, but I gotta say that Fish Blue Medic has the fanciest loadout and is rocking that blighted beak unusual, which is what every medic should use, and probably is why they're winning.
Not biased at all. As a medic main, not biased at all.
Not at all, no.
Definitely, and we're seeing the red demo already being so forward on the point, being quite fast. The blue soldier jumping in, getting some damage on the red scout, denying him, and out he goes. A little bit of momentum being brought on the point from the blue team, but red team kind of being stuck right now. They barely got out from... Ooh! Oxo actually going down to a body shot from the blue sniper. Nicely done there. No heavy for the blue team. Neither scout to cap the point, but they are putting time on the point while the red team bled out a lot of players, losing the mid fight and retreating towards the second point.
Right now they're going to want to retreat all the way to last, but they know what's good for them. Chime is watching that choke right now, but most of the players backing up, going to go meet with their medic right now. Hopefully build up an Uber, because right now they are down 85%.
Yeah, they need to send at least a soldier, maybe a scout, try to hide in the PC if they had any chances. Yep. And it seemed like they have the pyro, but I don't think... Nope, gets air blasted by the blue pyro, and it's going to be stuck there, not being able to help his team much. And it seemed like we have a jump from the red soldier, but it gets denied. But Uber actually getting forced somehow by that jump. And
Fish went down 50 HP there.
Ooh.
Players get traded a little bit. Red looks like they're going to contest this. They're peeking out of a rollout, but no, they get backed up immediately as they get pressured in from the blue scout.
Yeah, it seems like we're getting back to the previous situation that we had before, where red team is going to be comfortable. They do have the Uber advantage. We'll see if they're going to push with it and try to recap. They don't have numbers though. They're missing a soldier, pyro, and scout, so no flanking classes for them. And at the moment they will hold. We'll see if blue team decides to push without an Uber, trying to get something going like a force. But at the moment it seems like it's a stalemate.
Yeah, they had peeked into lobby and shitter, but couldn't quite find anything. They are catching out a soldier from the red team in lobby right now, but he wisely backs out. Ooh, gets chased, actually. Goes down from a great direct from Wooter.
Once again, they don't have a soldier for the red team, but scout trying to get a pick there on the blue soldier goes down eventually, as well as the scout. And it seems like they're going to try to push from lobby there. And ooh, Era actually going down from Chime. Nice headshot there, and blue team holding quite forward and close to the shutters and rollout, and they need to be careful not to be flanked from the lobby.
Yeah, it looks like they wanted to come out of lobby there, but they got the picks for it, and they got two fresh spawns over there from gold grabbers, but they didn't quite push out soon enough. They might be playing a little bit safely, a little bit hesitantly, since they are looking at one round and it's over kind of scenario here.
Yeah, I should try to go for a medic pick for the red team. Doesn't manage to connect, but he did get a heavy pick for all it accounted for. So it's not going to be really a lot, but yeah, it seems like red team will try to take control of the lobby area for free, and they do so. It's just a matter of Redder deciding to push out or just waiting. It feels like both teams don't really want to push in because of those choke areas, and rightfully so. And the level 3 sentry has been moved a little bit, but we do have Conquest behind going through the lobby. Is gonna get the medic pick. Somehow it doesn't get it, just passed by, so I guess it seems a little bit laggy at the moment, so maybe they're having some problems. At least on our sides it looks
that did serve as a distraction though, as blue comes in, still holding this Uber as they pop it as they near the point right now. Gonna get a force out of LAN-Lovers and some time on the point. If medic gets back out in the lobby, gonna go try and overheal everyone else over there and then push back out. Even players right now from both teams. Blue just kind of deciding to slip back, get back in the lobby and regroup.
Yeah, blue team don't have a heavy, so they're not going to be able to push that much without their combo classes, I guess all of them. And it seems like BlackOut actually went down as well to dash, so no heavy for the red team. Blue team trying to dry push from shutters, and
they could.
And it seems like they're going to do it, since they don't have that many people. 4 people, 5 people down for red team.
Dash.
And this is the opening. This is Dash doing so much work.
A lot of spam getting thrown around the shutter area right now. One more player, 2, 3 more players going down on red right now as they distract enough to get a soldier on point, get some cap time. This is a moment right here, and the Goldgräber-Gucci-Gang take it.
Indeed, quite easy match for them in the end. 5-0. Seems like a lot of matches has been like this. You know, it's been like 5-0, 4-0 on King of the Hill maps, or 2-0 on payload maps. But yeah, that is the end of round 6, I believe. Or no, this is round 7.
Round 7.
I apologize, indeed.
A lot of action.